Alright guys, today we're going to be doing a windshield replacement on a 2011 through 2017 Honda Odyssey. Very simple job, big piece of glass guys. We'll be using part number, I think it was a 3823 windshield, no attachments, no electronic, no lane departure, no rain sensor, nothing of the sort. It's a plain electrochromatic mirror. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and clean the windshield. I'm working by myself right now, so we're going to show you guys exactly what we start. We're going to start with the cleaning of the windshield, inspect our part before we continue anything else. All right, grab everything. Again, make sure you're getting a good little clear view of everything. Make sure that the windshield has no scuffs in it, no scratches, especially in the driver's area, guys. The last thing you want to do is install a bad piece of quality glass. All right. All right, now that we cleaned it, we're gonna make sure, again, dry it to the best of your ability and get those corners nice and dry. All right, there we go. Now what you're gonna wanna do is grab your primer. Give it a little bit of a shake for a little bit. Again, we prime every piece of glass we install to secure a bond. To secure the urethane makes a nice little bond. Try not to spill any on their concrete, guys. You don't want to make a mess. For them, you want about an inch of prime to secure you make contact with it. In this particular job, it does not matter that we cover up the clear part of the glass, so we should be good right there. On this one, you don't want to get too close to the middle of the windshield though, because you will run the risk of making it look ugly from your customer's point of view. Now for this one, I'm just going to kind of skip a little bit, but I am going to kind of go back. Again, don't be shy to prime the bottom, especially if you're unsure of where that bead is going to sit or where that pinch weld is going to sit. Again, we don't shoot the glass ever. I know those little TikTok videos look nice and cool, but we shoot the body to secure no water leaks. You never know what you set when you shoot the glass, what you're actually making contact with. All right, there we go. We're gonna start on the edge. We're feeling those fumes right now. That primer is strong stuff, guys. Again, make sure you don't get it on yourself, and most importantly, anywhere that involves your customer's property. Again, about an inch of primer on the sides. We went a little too excessive there, but luckily the plastic A-pillar cover should hide that. More better on this one. Again, don't be too artistic. Don't take too long on it. If you're unsure, make sure you just go back, get those little corners, in case you're uncertain about it. All right, there we go. Once you're done, make sure your prime bottle is closed all the way. Set it somewhere safe. Your dauber, wrap it in a napkin to ensure that it does not stain anything else. Now that we know our glass is in good quality, we should be able to start on it, guys. We have the hood. Let's go ahead and pop the hood open. We already opened it up. Very easy cowl to take off. Let's go ahead and grab our pig's foot. This tool is, again, your best friend at taking off majority of clips and all that. So we're gonna pop these little pillars by pushing in on top and prying upward. Save these, very easy to save. Honda, I like to put these right here. You can put all your stuff right there. A little cage for you to store your clips and nuts. There you go, put it back in there. When you put these back on, what you wanna do is go ahead and kind of like push it, and then you have the little top on top now. There you go. That way when you put them back in, you just kind of push and then you just press it in, and it'll lock those plastic pieces back in. This, very easy. If I believe so, you just slide down, comes right off. Same thing for this one. Slide down, comes right off. Now with your same little pig's foot, pry those little rubber pieces off. There we go, there we go. All right, 17 millimeter is what Honda loves to use on the majority of their windshields. So what we're gonna do is make sure you always grab that nut so it doesn't fall. Make sure you don't want it to fall somewhere, and it's hard to find these those nuts. All right, press on the joint right here. There's the joint. Just press very loose. Hand underneath, thumb on top, and then you should be able just to release it. There's that. Again, be careful not to make any ground with the battery positive. Again, push, loose, hand underneath, use your thumb. There we go. Now before we forget, we got 1, 2, 3 clips right there. So with the pig's foot, you want to dig underneath. Make sure you get like right in the middle like that, and then kind of pry upward. Put your finger on top of that so that they don't fly anywhere. Put it back in here where it's safe. Again, make sure you dig underneath there, and then you go in there. I should have put my thumb on it, but I was scared I was gonna get stabbed. But again, we saved 2 clips. You want to save as many of these as possible. You can do also put your finger underneath, kind of push it up a little bit, and pull the cowl down a little bit, and it creates a little bit of a space for you. So then you're able to kind of just wiggle your pig's foot in there. What you want to make sure is you get in there. There we go. We're underneath it now, you guys can tell. And put your thumb on it and just pry upward. There we go. Now the whole cow should be loose, so let's go ahead and pull it. Very easy cow. What you want to just kind of slide towards you. Be careful with the little corner pieces of the cow. Since they go over the side moldings, what you want to do is kind of go ahead and release them. They go over the side molding and underneath the fender right here. So there we go. All right. Now we're gonna kind of just get those away from the hood. Now that we have from there, this other side should be easier. Pull out. No no washer fluid hoses here at all. They're all on the hood up here, so you're safe. What I'm gonna do this one is kind of split it underneath the car so it's out of the way. All right, let's go ahead and close our hood. Go ahead and just put it there. And then again, we like to put my tools on top of the latch so it doesn't lock itself a little bit, make it a little bit quicker. Again, double check your glass to make sure you got that same little curvature on the bottom. Once you can tell with the curvature, you'll be able to tell whether you have the right glass or not. All right, now we're gonna get to the side molding and how to remove them. Again, we're not rushing. All right, very easy side molding to remove. Most of the time you will have to order the new clips for it that go on the body. They are double-sided tape, but I highly suggest you add a little bit of dabs of urethane. Once you do that, you'll see what I mean in a second. Also, on the new glass, we are going to have to add our 16 overlay on that one. We have the roll right there ready to go. So what we're going to do is go ahead and what you want to do is pull this right here a little bit. There's a little latch that kind of locks into the fender right here. So kind of just pull it toward the left. Stick your fiber tool right here and just go back and just go. One. Most of the time they are gonna break, guys, so whether you save it or not is no big deal. Like I said, you should always order or keep extra Honda Oddesy mold clips for the molding. And there you go. We weren't able to save any of them, to be honest. Maybe no, we weren't able to save any of them, to be honest. But the most important thing is saving the actual side moldings so that they can latch onto it. There will be occasions where another technician will go back and glue these into here, and it just makes a big mess. Again, make your job easier for the next guy. Don't make it harder. We're here to make life easier for our other technicians. Again, also make sure the windshield hasn't been replaced, and there you can see it's going to be a Honda Pilkington original windshield, so everything is manufactured there. So again, pull. This time we're going to be pulling toward still the left hand with the left fiber tool on your dominant hand. Stick it right where you see that blue tool and kind of just leverage up. Again, don't worry about not saving those clips. There we go. Okay, there we go, and there we go. I should have been a little more careful there on that one, but luckily those clips are they get old. Again, they're plastic with age will become brittle and just break off. If you can, go ahead and see if you can dig with the same fiber tool, kind of just pry away from you with it. There's a double-sided tape in there. Once you can get a little bit, just go ahead and just peel that off. And we'll be able to cold knife this job very easily. There we go. Now she does want us to save some of these stickers, so keep in mind on that we will need to save some of those stickers. All right, now what we're gonna do is pull gently. Don't over pull because you might rip it and then you have more trouble peeling the rest of it off. So just kind of just wiggle it off, and there we go. Now we have enough room, guys, to actually do a cold knife job, which will be a lot quicker, a lot more fast. And since we're not too worried about saving these these clips for the moldings, we're actually gonna take them off once the glass is out. But let's go ahead and start the cold knife process. Again, torque 15, we'll grab that in a second, and go ahead and start peeling some of these stickers off for her. Be aware of what type of stickers there are as well. Not all stickers are the same, so just keep in mind on what type of stickers you are using, what type of stickers they have put on their car. All right, let's go ahead and get our cold knife ready. We're gonna start off with the 1/2 inch one first. And we'll start with the 1/2 inch. Again, make sure you got a little bit of clearance, and so you don't scrape, just to be safe. There are little holes there I can tell you where, kind of let you know where you want to set your cold knife, depending on what type of cold knife you have. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and just stick it in here, get it started. Again, when you cold knife, you want to kind of put it up against the glass. Right now, we're not up against the glass, we're in between the urethane, but I'll have that fixed. I got to leverage myself. All right, now that we are, use the back door as leverage to kind of balance yourself and use it just to kind of help you push. So now, you want to hold the knife, kind of angle it up just to kind of get it in between there. There we go. And now that I'm in between the glass and the urethane, we're just going to push. Push and pull and make sure we got it. And there we go. There's a clip right here, but since we're cutting the urethane, that clip shouldn't even be in the way on this one. Now, very careful since we're coming to the end. If you're feeling uncertain, what you can do is just kind of pull the knife out and then hop off the vehicle and just go ahead and start from here. Clean some of this excess dirt, or it will get in the way of you cold knifing. Since we're right there where the bead starts on the corner, we're just gonna push. Use your body weight. You don't kill yourself trying to cold knife. Now, trying to cold knife down this way is a little bit harder. So what we're gonna do is start that way and go upward. Use our body weight. What also helps is trimming some of this excess urethane. Probably something I should do, but since I have a little bit more experience with a cold knife, I should be okay. If we have to go back and trim it, we will. Again, we're just gonna stab it in between the urethane right now. Make sure you're as close against the glass as you can be, I mean. Now, again, you're gonna cut a little bit angled to where we're cutting toward the glass, in between the glass and the urethane. So here we go. Again, this will be a little harder. On this one, we're probably gonna have to use the cable. There we go. I was able to maintain control of the blade. Very, very careful, guys. This is what happens when you cut too up at an angle. You'll pop the glass. So again, wear gloves if you're uncertain about how to cold knife. So make sure you are wearing gloves. We're gonna cut downward now. Use your body weight. Don't kill yourself if you're trying to do that. All right. Now we're gonna go slow on that corner because we don't want to scrape her paint and have to paint her car for her. I'm pretty sure she'd enjoy that, but not for us. All right, now we want to see how much, if we need to go back with the 3/4 knife. And really we don't. What we can do is just finish off with the spatula there. Go ahead and take this little thing off. I have no idea what it is, but better take things off for her than leave it there. All right, we're gonna finish off on the other side. Make sure you don't hit their other cars while you're here. All right, on this one, we're gonna extend as far as we did on the other one. Angle the blade towards you or away from you, and then kind of just twist it in there. Since we already have it cleared on that end, all we're gonna do is just kind of finish it off right here. Should be very easy, since the top's usually very easy to cold knife out. Again, once we get to that corner, if you're feeling unsafe, just go back and then just pop that knife out, hop off the vehicle, go ahead and just finish that side. And then there we go, we got that whole top loose. Now we're gonna do the same thing on this side and start from here. We're gonna start from like a little bit more easier. There we go, we're inside. On this occasion, on this side, we're actually in between the glass and the urethane already. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and use the cable to help us go upward. It's all about the angle, guys. The angle of your cold knife. Okay, we're getting close to the top, so I'm not gonna jump again like I did on the other one. We're gonna control with both hands on the actual handle. Just kind of go up slowly. Twist it that way. There we go. A lot more control on that one than before. All right. We're gonna finish trimming that. This is a lot quicker than using the string method, depending on what string machine you have. Or sometimes the string machine is a little bit faster. Actually, we're gonna have to finish off from pulling it. I was hoping I could use leverage, but I can't open the door all the way. So then same thing, pull the cable, use this hand to kind of angle yourself. And there we go. Pull the knife out, and now we're about to start the express tool. Hey guys, a big apology here. For some reason my recording decided to go fast paced. I'm not sure if it was because it was running out of memory, but real quickly I'm going to go over what I did in this portion of the video. Pretty much I used my torque 15 to remove the rear view mirror, guys, at one portion, and then also now that I did use the spatula to clear the corners and go ahead and add leverage by using the spatula from my express tool so easily. And then I did use a bottle of water that has a hole in it to kind of add so that my blade wouldn't overheat and it would stay cool. Did it to both sides, guys. Very simple to do. Again, I apologize for the video kind of fast forwarding it, but kind of actually helps out a little bit to show you guys how it's done, so that way the rest of the video will be fast forward with just me doing an explanation like this, make it easier for you guys. Again, overall not very hard. Express tool, just make sure you don't go too crazy on the bottom, so just be careful and very cautious, guys. Torque 15 to remove the rearview mirror. You can use any type of tool as long as it's plastic, so when the windshield does decide to pop, the tool doesn't fall and scratch and cause damage to your customer's vehicle. So anything really would, as long as it's about 1 inch to 2 inch thick, because you do want to make a little bit of leverage, so make it easier for express tool to cut it out. Alright guys, as you can see I did pull out my vacuum cleaner, so I am going to go ahead and start vacuuming before I start cutting the old urethane. The reason for this was she did have a lot of dirt collected and accumulated there over time, so I didn't want to make a mess as I cut the old urethane. So I'm going to do is just give it a little quick vacuum on her pinch weld, so that also helps when I shoot the new urethane that no dust or dirt is in the way and you know, causes the bondage not to make a secure bond with the new urethane and the old urethane. Again, we always shoot the body, we never shoot the glass, so it makes it more of an accurate set when you're setting that glass. You're not really sure what you're setting with, where you're setting. If you shoot the glass, you try to set to the body, guys. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and grab our scrapers and start the scraping process. Alright guys, this is the process of how I take off the old clips. It's a very simple process. You are going to want to use your scraper. You want to use the one that's actually one solid scraper, not the one that's like the two little portion scraper. Now what you're going to want to do, guys, is actually go ahead and find the end of each clip. For example, you'll be seeing right when I'm about to start. Right when I start, you're going to want to find the edge of the clip and kind of just pry it a little by little. Again, kind of tear little by little. Be gentle, guys, but do not scrape off that white portion of old double-sided tape. That indicates where the new clips are going to go. As you can tell, guys, you're going to start to pry toward the end and kind of just twist your knife. Just kind of twist it and twist it, and then each little clip will come off. You're going to be left with a little bit of white or clear. That's going to indicate where that new clip's going to go. But before you put those clips, again, make sure you do add a little dab with urethane, as you will see in this video, that we do add 4 dabs of urethane to each clip. Again, don't depend only on that double-sided tape to hold your customers A-pillar covers or your side moldings, exterior side moldings, because they will fly off because of the double side tape. You're not sure how old you've been holding onto those clips, so you want to double secure it. Again, don't prime it either, because then the future technician coming out to if that vehicle has to have its windshield replaced again, will have a lot of trouble removing those side pillars. And the last thing you want to do is have to replace, have that new technician come out there, especially if it's you, have to replace those side moldings, because it can be a pain if you go too crazy with that urethane. Alright guys, now comes the process of me showing you exactly how much you're going to shoot. Again, you're going to just shoot little dabs of urethane on each corner, guys. Make sure you wear gloves on both hands. I made a dumb mistake of only putting gloves on one hand, and as you can tell, I'm going to end up getting my fingers dirty. Peel off that double-sided tape cover, push them on there, guys. Make sure you are lined up to the old white piece. That white piece will tell you exactly where they sit. If you put them on backwards or upside down, just make sure you fix it before they dry up, guys. You'll be able to tell right away if you put them on backwards or wrong ways. Again, the double-sided tape will indicate where they sit. And again, just make sure you don't put them upside down, because it has happened to me before. It happens to the best of us. So just make sure you're lined up. Again, you want to go ahead and put those clips on nice and straight and accurate, and just give it some time to dry as well. And actually, they're actually better to put on while the glue is skinning, not while it's completely dry. It does make for a better way. Once you put the side moldings on, I'll show you exactly how is the best way to put them on. You want to put them on gently, but again, don't go too crazy on the urethane, because again, the next technician comes out there does not want to have to deal with a big giant urethane mess. So again, you small little dabs of urethane. Don't actually glue the side moldings into the clips with urethane, because then they will be almost impossible to take out. Now again, guys, we always shoot the body and we never shoot the glass, guys. Makes more for an accurate set when setting the new windshield into the hole. Again, shooting the pinch weld does a bit more accurate job of decreased water leaks and all that. I don't like shooting the glass. On this job, I did kind of mess up. I ended up making 4 total seams. Again, the minimum you want to have, or the max you should have, is 2. You should have no more than 2 seams, just because the more seams is the higher chance of causing an air leak or a water leak. So that's where I did kind of mess up. Overall, very easy vehicle to shoot, and as you can tell, you're going to see me go back and fix where I did mess up on the bottom. Again, try to make sure you always stay at 2 seams, but overall very easy to shoot the body on this one, so I do highly recommend you shoot the body. But if you feel very confident shooting the glass, also no big deal in shooting the glass. Again, just watch out for those pinch holes where those clips used to sit, and you should be more than fine. Now guys, I'm going to show you exactly what's the best way to put those side moldings back on without having to struggle with them. My technician next to me did have a little bit of trouble with putting on those side moldings. You have to push them on very gently, guys, and kind of just barely press on them until you hear them click. They will actually make physical clicking sounds when they are locked in there. You're going to push them on 4 times because there are 4 clips. So you're going to want to push them until you hear those clicks, guys. Make sure you're getting a nice set, and make sure it looks nice and flush with the windshield as well, and with the pillar, because you want to make sure that your customer doesn't notice anything off. You want to make it look exactly like it did before, or even better. If you have to move the molding up or down, you are able to slide, because the glue is fresh. So you should have no trouble sliding that molding up and down if you need to. Again, make sure you just set gently. If you over push it, guys, you will cause it to kind of look kind of off, and that's the last thing you want to do, is give your customer a reason to complain. Go back and make sure you clean any excess urethane that might have oozed out as well. Alright guys, so the rest of the video is pretty much going to be us putting everything back together, going ahead and putting a nice little cleanup to the vehicle as well, putting the cowl back on and the wipers. Very easy cowl to put on, guys. Those little corner rubber pieces are going to sit right over those side moldings. Very easy. Again, nothing much to it. There are clips underneath the cowl that will latch underneath the pinch wheel, I believe so. Other than that, make sure you push in all your clips one by one, since we were able to save them all. Again, the short wiper goes on the passenger side, the longer one goes on the driver's side. Make sure you start off threading with your fingers, and then go ahead and finish off with your ratchet and give a little tug, and then again put all your tools and all the covers back on. Those little plastic pieces go on very easily. You just kind of start from the bottom, then slide them back up, then you put those little clips back in it as well. Again, overall, very simple job, guys. I apologize for how this video came out, but I did want to share it because the beginning was very helpful at all. Again, guys, if you have any more questions, feel free to message me, like, and subscribe to our channel, and I hope hopefully we're able to drop some more helpful video, guys, for anyone else that might have questions toward these videos. Again, guys, make sure you don't forget to put your rear mirror on and just finger tighten it, 1 or 2 twists. And again, guys, I will catch you guys on later. You guys have a good night or a great rest of your day. Peace out.